Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit this afternoon or tonight. It's nearly tonight. It's nearly 6 o'clock. And it's the end of the week for me, Friday afternoon, Friday night. And I went to my local comic book shop and I got a big stack of books. So I wasn't able to go last week, just due to various reasons. So I had last week's pile and this week's pile and maybe another pile that got delayed. So there was a lot to pick up. There was like 44 books waiting there for me. And I also went and looked on the shelf and picked up a few things off the shelf that piqued my interest. And what I've done is I've put them in the order of the stuff I want to read last to the stuff I want to read like right now. So that will be at the end of the video. So what I'm going to show off firstly is G.I. Joe Real American Hero. It's the facsimile edition of issue 21, the silent issue. I could read this tonight because there's obviously no words. I could get through it pretty quickly. But with these facsimile editions, I do put them aside and read them at a later date. So that's the last on the list because it's going to be the last one I read. The next one is Challenges of the Unknown, issue 4. My enthusiasm for this series has really dipped. This is a bit of a slog of a series. It really didn't help that the first issue really made you feel like these guys don't matter. And it was like a real punch in the guts to Challenger fans. Because these guys are not superheroes. They're not the Fantastic Four. They are explorers, but they're only as strong as the writer. That's the only way I can put it. And look, it is interesting what they are doing, but I think primarily this series rests on the guest stars. And as you can see, we have Green Lantern in this issue. So, if you're a Green Lantern fan, okay, maybe pick it up. Next up, we have Doom Academy issue 2, part of the One World Under Doom. And I did not know I had this on my order. I got home and saw this in my pile, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I did order it. But I don't remember reading the first issue, so it's odd that I'd get the second issue. But I'll give it a chance. Next up, issue 19 of The Flash, and again, a slog of a series. Cy Spurrier is dragging his feet. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what is going on with this series. It is just, it's done. I don't know why DC don't pull their finger out and just do a complete creative reshift. Get all new creatives on this series because, yeah, who's reading this anymore except for me? And when I read it, I complain. But as I keep saying, with that series and with this series, my collection is bigger than one creative team. It really has to get to a really bad point, and I don't know where that point is. But for the Flash and especially for Fantastic Four, what point do I just say enough is enough? And Marvel, I am done. It really is. Like, I don't know if it's getting to that point, but maybe it should be getting to that point because, yeah, this One World Under Doom story, it could be so much better. Ryan North is just, he's not suited to this series, but the letter pages make out like he is the next best thing. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I did write a letter to Marvel saying what I'm saying to you right now. I did it nicely, but I know that they will never publish this letter because it's all positive. If you have a look at the letter pages, it's all positive for Ryan North. Next up, we have Zatanna issue 2, and this was a weird one. This first issue was very weird, so I don't know where this is going. It's beautiful to look at. The artwork is incredible, but the story, yeah, I don't know. I think this is a mini series, so I don't need to double check that. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 23 with Donatello as James Pond. Because he's a turtle, he lives in the pond. No, as James Bond. So he's a secret spy. Just a bit of fun, bit of silliness, and sometimes that's all I want with my comic books. Continuing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we have them meet up with Naruto. Is that how I spell it? Naruto. Naruto. I don't know. I don't know Naruto. Naruto. I don't know this character, but the artwork is really nice. So that's got something going for it. I think this is the final issue of the series. Let's have a quick squiz. No, to be concluded. There's issue 4. Okay, there we go. Issue 4's coming around the corner. Next up, we have Absolute Green Lantern. I've just picked up the first issue. I'm not getting this on my standing order. Not a huge fan of the Ultimate Universe, to be honest. I'm not reading Batman. I'm not reading Superman, but I am reading Wonder Woman. And I thought I'd give this a go just to see. I mean, it's issue 1, you know. Let's just dip our foot in the water. Next up, we have DC meets Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is just a silly crossover. And I thought, why not? Why not just check it out and see what it's like? I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks colourful and fun and action packed, and that's really all you want from something like this. Next up is Batman: The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, issue 6 of 10. And I have really enjoyed this series. Every issue has been a work of art and a love letter to Jeff. What's his name? Jeff Loeb. Sorry, Jeff Loeb, and also to Tim Sale. I'm enjoying it. So I'm happy to have that on my standing order. Next up, we have Thunderbolts Doomstrike issue 2, and some other channels will tell you not to read this. I had fun with the first issue. The setup was nice. The action was on point. And yeah, we've got World War II World War II Ghost Rider. So can't really go wrong there. And also, my boy, US Agent. As soon as I saw him on the lineup, I was like, let's get it. Next up is New Gods issue 4 by Ram V, and I flicked through this and the artwork is to my liking. The cosmic stuff is a little bit outside of my realm of interest, but Ram V always pulls me back in with more grounded story, and yeah, every time I read it, I'm like, yep, I like this. This is good. There's something going on here, and it's interesting, and visually I'm enjoying it. So why not continue? Next up, we have The Mummy issue 1 by Image, and I've been getting all the Universal Monsters series, but just the first issue. I don't know if there's any more other than I think maybe they might be doing the Wolfman, and if they do, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up The Mummy. Next up, we have Epitaphs from the Abyss issue 9, and we're continuing on with the horror anthology. If you're a fan of the channel, you know I like my horror anthology books. I have a lot at home to be read, and this is just adding to that. But yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. So yeah, issue 9. Next up, we have the Dick Tracy Valentine's Day special, and this has come out a little bit late because Valentine's Day has been and gone. We're into April now, so Mad Cave, you missed it, mate. But you know, I'll still pick it up because I'll tell you, Dick Tracy is some top stuff. So this is issue 8, and we have the blank here. Hardcore crime noir. Really surprising just how good this is. I thought it'd be good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. So yeah, there we go, issue 8. Next up, continuing with the anthology, we have Cruel Kingdom issue 4, and I'll bring my hand away so you can have a bit of a better look. And I'm just looking at the guys on the back here, the creators, and yeah. Let's say John McCrae, looking forward to reading that story and looking at his artwork. Yeah, should be fun. Next up, we have JSA issue 6, and I have to admit that this is a bit of a, I don't want to say dud, because it does have some of my favorite characters in there, but the the offspring of the JSA are the spotlight characters, and I think that really hampers this series, because everyone's trying to prove that they're meant to be there, and if you're constantly trying to prove that you're a superhero, it kind of like goes, okay, how about instead of trying to prove it, how about you just prove it? Just be the hero that you're meant to be. And if your ancestors were heroes, that's even better. But yeah, when it comes to JSA, I want to see the old people. I want to see the original, because that's what I'm buying. And they haven't really been in this series, but I think they are in this issue. So as I say with all my videos, I live in hope. Next up, we have Cable, Love and Chrome, issue 3. This has been fun. It's been nicely action-packed, but as the title suggests, there's a little bit of loving going on. Cable, yeah, all right, all good, mate, all good. You just do you. Now, I picked this up off the shelf. I have not read Amazing Spider-Man in 5 years, 6 years. I cannot remember the last time I read it on the regular, but I saw his Spider-Naut, Juggerman. I don't know what's going on here. He's got the Juggernaut helmet on, and good for you, Spidey. Yeah, Juggerman. Oh no, the Spider-Naut. There we go, Spider-Naut. I prefer Juggerman. Okay, if this series is as fun as it is in my head, I'm in for a good time. Now, we have Werewolf by Night issue 8. This is the Red Band series. There is no need for this book to be in this plastic sleeve. As soon as I get home, I'm going to cut the plastic sleeve out, throw it away, and I'm going to read it. This has been a surprise hit for me. I was my expectations were very low. I put them very low at the start, but by the second issue, I was like, there's some fun stuff in here. So I'm glad to keep this on my standing order, because yeah, Jason Liu is doing some fun stuff. Next up, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Nation issue 4. We have Raphael and Pepperoni here. What is fun about this series is that it's all about the auxiliary characters. So not Jennika, but we have Raphael, we have Casey Jones, we have the Mutanimals, the Mighty Mutanimals, and the story is very simple. But from that very simple story, we have a lot of action and a lot of fun, and I'm very happy that this is on my order. But are you reading this? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I've heard some rumors about how poorly things are going at IDW, which is quite sad, because their turtle stuff, for the most part, has been very good. Next up, we're only halfway, so thanks for sticking with me. I picked this up off the shelf. It's Solomon Kane, issue 1 by Titan. It's The Serpent Ring by Patrick Zircher. So if you're familiar with the New Warriors, with Thunderbolts, what else has he done lately? I can't think. It's been a long day. I know he did New Warriors and especially Thunderbolts, but yeah, Patrick Zircher has a really nice, fun style with a lot of action. And I just noticed for some reason there's 3 staples on this book. They really went staple heavy. I don't know why, but yeah, Solomon Kane. I like the cover, so I thought, yeah, I didn't even know that this was coming out, and it was on the indies part, and I went, yep, let's get that. Let's get that. Next up, we have Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma, book 1, by, again, Ram V, and part of their Black Label. I have every single Resurrection Man issue that's come out by DC. I didn't get the DC 1 million, where he was part of that story, But yeah, he's two series that's come out. I have had them and I did enjoy them. They were quite interesting in their concept. So when I saw this solicited, I put it on my standing order because, yeah, very interesting concept right there. Next up is issue 12 of Sam and Twitch Case Files. I'll say it again, and this is really prudent right now with the tariffs and the exchange rates and the stock market in flux. Image, and particularly Todd McFarlane, thank you so much for making this book $2.99. You should be leading the charge with the prices of books. I don't know how you're doing it. I hope you're making a profit on this, because if every single publisher was able to do a $2.99 per issue comic book, how many people would come back? I'd hope that the books would sell like 2, 3, 4 times as much as they are now, because yeah, just like, I think a lot of fans want to read comic books. They want to read books that they enjoy, but you know, a $4.99 price point, a $5.99 price point is way too high. And then when you add additional taxes and tariffs on there, particularly here in Australia, yeah, a $2.99 book as opposed to a $4.99 book, I think casual fans will say, I'm going to opt for the cheaper option. But when you have the Red Hulk and it's $3.99, I think fans are going to say, I prefer to read about the Hulk rather than Sam and Twitch, because this is a bigger property in terms of there's a broader audience for the Red Hulk. Now this is issue 2, and I read the first issue. It was interesting, had a lot of action in it, but it was mostly a jailbreak story, which again was interesting. I am keen to see what happens in this. The artwork is very nice, and it's basically the Red Hulk going up against Doctor Doom. Next up is Absolute Flash issue 1, and I was a little bit cheesed that I didn't get the opportunity to pick this up last week, because I was really keen to read it. But I was talking to my mate Nate from Whole Year Comics. If you want to go onto Whole Year Comics YouTube channel, check it out. He's a great YouTuber. But I was talking to him the week this came out, and I said, look, I'm really keen to get this. And he said, you know, Martin, I've read it, and I don't know, man. He said, you read it, you see the twist at the end, and you tell me what you think. So this is finally in my collection, and I am going to read it, and hopefully I enjoy it. Hopefully I'm not kind of taken aback by Nate's comments, because he is a lot like me in that he knows that not every book is for everyone, but there's always something to enjoy in a comic book, and he hopes that I enjoy that, and he's a good guy. So thank you very much, Nate. Next up, we have Green Arrow, issue 22, part of the Freshwater Kills storyline, and Chris Condon. He's a little bit socially over-aware, if that's even a term, and he's putting a little bit of politics into Ollie. Ollie always had politics, and that was what you loved and hated about him. But it's really played up in this story. That being said, when the action happens, it's good stuff. So I will continue to read this because I do like my Green Arrow. Next up, Defenders of the Earth issue 5 by Dan Didio and Jim Calafiore. I bought this purely for the Jim Calafiore artwork, but Dan Didio's story is very interesting. So the premise is something happened in their past and they all hate each other. Oh, you know, I can relate to this. I really can. But yeah, this is getting to the top of my pile because it's a fun read. Next up, Batman and Superman World's Finest, issue 37. My boy Aquaman in there. I've got to put this at the top of my pile. The last few issues have been so much fun. So yeah, the artwork as well has just, it's fun and cartoony, and it works. It just works. It flows so well. it's Aquaman. It flows. So yeah, really looking forward to reading that. Next up is Batman and Robin Year 1, Issue 6. I don't know how long this is going on for. I don't know if this is a 12-part series or if this is the end. I don't know. Let's just find out real quick. To be continued. I will say this is going for another 4 issues. I don't know, though. It's a good read. It's fun. Avengers, issue 24. Now, I have been having fun with this series. The last few issues, though, it's been a heist story, and it's kind of backtracked a little bit. I think the inclusion of Black Cat kind of put a different spin on the series, where the ladies of the Avengers were kind of just having a little bit too much fun, and everything was a bit of a tea party, where the previous issues have been flowing and they've been action-packed. I will continue to read this. It's the Avengers. It's fun. It's bright and action-packed. So Jed MacKay can tell action when he wants to. I just feel like this is a bit padded out in terms of the yakety yak. That's the point I was getting at. But yeah, there we go. Avengers. Fair bit to go. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 1. I'm getting this as a regular series, and I've heard that it is great. I haven't even looked inside of it. I don't want to. I want to go fresh. But yeah, when Mark Waid says this is mind-blowing, yeah, I'm inclined to believe that there's some really good stuff in here. So looking forward to that one. The second last issue of X-Force, and I did write a letter. So I checked. My letter's not in here, so maybe next issue, maybe the last issue, is my letter going to be published? Because this has been fun. It's been a fun book. But yeah, all the X-Men stuff, X-Force, X-Factor, NYX, I can't even think of it. I'm sure there's others. They're all ending with issue 10. So that's a bit unfortunate. And also, Weapon X-Men, issue 2, there's 3 more issues to go. It was meant to be an ongoing, and yeah, it's not, unfortunately, which is disappointing because the first issue was a lot of fun. Joe Casey and Chris Cross, they knew what they were bringing out. They knew the product, they knew their audience, and they delivered, and it was great. But yeah, unfortunately, it's only a 5-issue series. Next up is Superman issue 24, and this has been just great. Every issue has been fun and action-packed, like really, really action-packed. So I'm glad I'm back on the Superman train because yeah, this is just a great read. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. So thank you so much, guys. Next up is The Lost Boy by Boom. This is issue 1, written by Dan Personian, and he's drawn the cover, and just look at that cover. I'm not getting this on the regular. This is the only one I'm getting because I saw this solicited and I said, how can I say no to this? This looks great. And it's at the top of my pile. I'm really keen to read this. Yeah, so The Lost Boy, obviously, as you can tell, it's a Peter Pan. It's not a parody, but it is Peter Pan told in comic book form, and I think it's going to be good. Now we have Justice League Unlimited issue 5. This has been fun, but it's been like everything in the kitchen sink, every single issue. And it's a little bit to the detriment of the series. It just feels like there's way too much going on, but it is fun. It is nice to see characters that you don't see regularly in here. Like there's lots of cameos, and they're there for a reason. They're not just there because, you know, DC need to use them in the story to keep the license. Yeah, some fun stuff. So there we go. Next up is Green Lantern issue 21, and Jeremy Adams continues to knock it out of the park with this. Really, I don't want to say I'm really surprised to be back on the Green Lantern support team. But yeah, this has been fun. It's been interesting. Don't know what else to say. Just you know what, if you think this looks good, pick it up and judge for yourself. But yeah, we're up to issue 21 of Green Lantern. Okay, 4 more to go, and we have Daredevil issue 19, and Aaron Kuder is finishing up his run, I think, with issue 22. He put up on his socials that he was working on his last issue. This has been interesting, but Salaman Ahmed has just taken way too long to get to the crust of the story, the point of the story. It's been a fun ride, but 19 issues to get to, what you wanted to talk about. It's a bit of a stretch, mate. I mean, you could have done this in 6 issues. But that's not to say that it hasn't been a good read. It's been a good read, and the artwork has been incredible. Even when Aaron Kuder hasn't been on the book, their pinch hitter artists have knocked it out of the park. So it's a good time to be a Daredevil fan. I just wish that this story had been wrapped up quicker. That's one little criticism from obviously a really fun series. Now we have Boris Karloff Thriller by Gold Key. This was not on my standing order. I saw it in the independent section, and I saw Boris Karloff on the cover, and I went, that's mine. Now, even the $5.99 price point was not a detractor for me, because it's a beautiful thing to look at. I mean, look at that. It looks great. The cardstock, the paper quality, everything is of a high quality. So there we go. Boris Karloff Thriller, book 1. Now, we have Batman issue 148, part of the Hush sequel. I was disappointed that I wasn't able to come in last week to pick this up and read it last week, but I do finally have this in my collection. A little bit of flake on there, so there we go. Batman's looking all good there with Jim Lee artwork, and but the last issue and the first issue I'm going to be reading tonight is Absolute Wonder Woman issue 6. Now, I have been watching Critical Thinking, so their YouTube channel, and a lot of the times I disagree with what they say. I think they're overly critical. I think they're negative, and they have been negative about this series pretty much from the get-go. But they reviewed this issue, and they said that the artwork was insane, and I have to say, it is. I'll show you something. Where is a good... Yeah, there we go. I didn't want to spoil anything, but I mean, look at that. Look at Wonder Woman there. That looks great. Absolutely great. So, based on their recommendation, I put this at the top of my pile, and I also want to thank All Star Comics, because I said, can I just pick up an issue of Absolute Wonder Woman? And they said, Martin, we really think you should put it on your standing order, because there might be a bit of a drop off in prints, like print runs, and I'm glad I stuck with it, because that looks great. So thank you to All Star Comics for everything you do. You guys are great. Thank you to all my subscribers and the viewers, casual viewers and whatnot, all the people who comment. You are all fantastic. I'm going to be going back to my 4 issues and a key videos from now on. I've got something very fun that I'm going to be filming next, but that might be tomorrow. I'm going to take a bit of a break, because this has been a long video, and the old voice is starting to crack. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you at the next one.